So first, can you just tell me how you got involved with the Yes campaign?
So November 24th, I was sitting eating American Thanksgiving turkey dinner and watching the Lions in the CAW auditorium when my Lancer baseball captain, Adam Hislop, approached me and said, "Let's go to a UWSA board meeting." And I said, "Of course, Adam, I will do anything for my captain." So we walk into this meeting, and it's an interesting meeting. Being a political science major naturally drew my interest. And I heard and listened and saw some of the things that was going on in the board meeting, and it was worrisome. It was scary to think that potentially students' voices from the past were going to be ignored. And even though on November 10th they decided to accept the results from last year, and to be honest, it was very disheartening and very, very reminded me that I needed to be proactive to ensure that the democratic processes that are put in place by the student government are being enforced. And if students don't pay attention and don't attend and aren't proactive, then we are unable to hold these student bodies accountable.
So what exactly is your role in the Yes campaign?
There is no specific one rule for Nicholas Reid. You may find me hanging posters in Toldo at 5 p.m. You may hear me giving talks to students at 8 p.m. At the end of the day, I will do anything to facilitate conversation, positive conversation that spreads the message of we need this facility, not only for us, but for the future. And the future needs this because it will not only enhance their degrees, but it will also reflect positively on us and our degrees. Obviously, with a new building will come spotlight from national media and bring attention to the university, positive attention that we need. The university is currently going through a major revitalization project with the science building, the engineering building, the welcome center, all being built within the past 5 years. So it's only natural that the St. Denis Center gets a quote-unquote facelift.
And you spoke earlier about, students having their voices heard, and that's really important to you. So why do you think generally that student participation in referendum and voting like this is so important?
It's important because we need to hold the bodies that we've elected accountable for the processes that they said they put in place. Naturally, as a Lancer baseball player, we had four players graduate last year, and they were asking about the building when they heard GSS, went back to referendum and accepted it, and under great leadership, they pushed it through. And we had to tell our alumni on the baseball team who voted yes last year that it is no longer standing. And they were quite upset and quite disheartened, and it's not acceptable. And we as undergrad students need to hold our student government accountable and be in those meetings and be in those boardrooms and be in those talks and listen and, again, hold them accountable. That's what this is. It's a positive way for students to ensure their voices are being heard consistently.
All right, and so going back to last year, like you were just talking about, the yes side won by about 51%. So how do you think that this semester will go, the vote will go this year?
We're hoping it's going to be a very positive campaign and a positive vote. Again, last year there were times where it wasn't very nice to be on a yes side or very nice to be on a no side. And at the end of the day, we are all people, we are all students, and we are all fighting for a common goal to get a degree and make the university better and reputable. And through this building, we can do this. And I hope that we can facilitate positive conversation where voices can be heard, voices can be understood, and opinions can be formed in a proper, logical, factual manner. Because facts is what builds a solid argument. And as long as you're positive with your facts, you can form a very solid, sound opinion.
Being an undergrad student yourself, do you get a general sense of how other undergrad students are feeling right now about this vote specifically?
To be honest, unless you were in the boardroom on the 24th, you wouldn't have seen this coming. It was not on your radar at all. So when the UWSA announced yesterday that they were calling an elections committee to do this referendum, students students turned their heads, started asking questions. And I am very proud to say that I am now going to take a lead in this, and any students that have any questions can come talk to me. It'll be exciting, and it'll be fun, and a lot of students are looking forward to getting engaged in this project.
Okay, and how can people, if they want to get involved or they want to contact you, what's the best way?
Through Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. We have a bunch of social media outlets that we will be releasing tonight at 8 p.m. We will be spreading that across Facebook, Twitter, on our personal feeds, and contact us through that. Ask questions. We are more than happy to answer, and you will always receive an answer from the Vote Yes for the Future page. And also, we're going to release a website as well, lancersunited.ca. At 8 p.m., which will go live. And this will have information, anything ranging from financials to the benefits to anything you can imagine in regards to the facility. Because we want to facilitate conversation, and we want to facilitate positive conversation. So that's some of the places you can reach us, lancersunited.ca.
All right. Thank you, Nick. I think that's all the questions I have for you. Is there anything else that you would like to add?
I'd just like to thank you for having us out and giving us the opportunity to speak. It's very good to have a radio station and a show that is willing to facilitate a healthy, positive conversation. And just want to encourage all Lancers to visit lancersunited.ca, get more information, and vote yes on February 1st and 2nd.
Perfect. Thank you.